coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
And they'll run it here.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Great. Set. Out. And anyway, 63, 73, 73. 9.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on the Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice 1st down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The Eagles at 500 at 6 and 6. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
180.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 24.
This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Hurts.
Hard throw, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Go Silver, ready? Hey! Carlos, get it!
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
That's a 12-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
To throw now, Shuck.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Off the play fake, Shuck.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
60 by 6.
Play action now, Shuck. There's Chris Olave.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Throwing, Shuck. That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the first carry here for Robinson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We score. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
They'll get another shot on offense following that pick-six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Shuck. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Play action. Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Shuck again. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Here's Shuck. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. An audible here to get a new look.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Hey, 73. Now let's get it. Hey, easy. 63, bad. 63. No touch.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Trimmer. Don't touch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 25 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they have a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And has given me the evil eye, folks. Shuck now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Shuck. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Shut to throw for it on fourth.
He sets to fire deep. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
They'll set up to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
180.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Taylor on the coverage.
Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
The 34-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover?
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the shotgun, it's shot. Olave over the middle.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
Robinson on a get right side.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Saints.
Off the fake, now Shark's going to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down.
Throwing, Shuck. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To the air once more. Shuck. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
13 yards on the play. And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Shuck. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
A point after, good by Groupie. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Barkley. On the return and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Go Silver, ready? Don't touch.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chase Young. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw now, Shuck. He's got Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 12.
Here's Shuck.
First down.
Downfield, and he's got Olave. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 64 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Saints 13.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First and 10 at the 46-yard.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch. And I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate.